Okay, here we are for the end of August Kingswood Studio presentation of this month's Better Get to Know a Garden. Very last day of August, so I guess it's been 2 weeks. And just to catch everybody up to date, you can see the zinnias are doing really well. And also, Nancy, here's your 4 o'clocks. What came up on them, they're just starting to, they will bloom. We will get some nice seeds from those. There's the flowers here, mostly just to collect seeds so I can do something better with them next year. We're here in the future asparagus patch. Carol had a suggestion that I'd grow a couple spices here, and there's one summer savory that we need. That's all that came up. Fortunately, that's probably all that I need. The rest of it is just weeds. So now I'll get to the main event, which is the great tomato harvest. And I can't even tell you how many I have picked, but they are just coming fast and furious. And these things are just crashing the baskets and all the supports. You can see I've got them tied up, they're staked. We have clearly exceeded the engineering capacity of most conventional tomato baskets. They're over the top, they're falling over. It's like a tomato jungle in there. And when anybody asks what you're having for dinner, see, there's one that didn't make it. On Kingswood Drive, we're having tomatoes. That's what we're having for dinner. I'm afraid to go in there and pick some of these because if one of these baskets would fall over, I'd probably die. Okay, so the peppers, I did get a batch of the Anaheims off of here. You can see I've got some that are coming on, but I picked a lot of the big ones. Look at how tall these are. These are almost shoulder height. And they were really good. So we did get another mess of beans, and then I pulled them up and I left the bean plants here just to piss the rabbits off, to let them know that you are not having any more beans. That's what I think of your beans. Reserve tomatoes, again, look at this basket, just it can't take it. It's just gonna have to do something next year. Lindsay has sent several engineering suggestions, most of which are just too expensive for my tastes. Cucumbers, they are slowing down. There, you can see we still have some in there, probably getting about 5 or 6 a week, still plenty, but the leaves, they're starting to die. They're starting to get that fungus that they always do at the end of the year, so you can tell that they're starting to come to the end, which is okay because, boy, we have eaten our share of cucumbers. Then over here in the squash patch, you can see some of all of the squash that are there. I mean, we have probably 15, maybe more squash in there. One of them is, you know, come over here with his tomato buddies. Another one I threw over the top of the raspberry cage just to protect it. And then right down there, there's one watermelon. And it's been about that big for probably a month. It's probably all the bigger it's going to get. Very typical. There's another watermelon up here that's all wrinkly. It's just laughing at me, saying, "Why are you trying to grow me? I'm not going to grow." So, like I said, next up is the squash. Probably another 2-3 weeks before we really get to see those much. So here's my peppers. They're in there. We're going to have a lot of peppers, which is good because we eat a lot of peppers. You see them down there. They're really nice, really nice. Roasted them up, put them in some chili stew, and they were delicious. So, there you are, August 31st. eating tomatoes and finishing up on the cucumbers.